Well, hey, howdy there, everybody. Happy day. It's third night Hanukkah. This is festival time. This is the winter festival time. Um, I don't give a shit what uh, faith you are claiming to, what your BS is, your belief system. What's your BS? I'm what I call an unorthodox Jew. I'm a Native American Hebrew Israelite from the clan Kohen. Born for the clan Gershom, which is Moses' son. Cohen was Aaron's son, and I'm Israel. God is in me. Um, so everybody else, just like Kurt Vonnegut, or actually it was Kilgore Trout, I think, which was really Philip Farmer spoofing on Vonnegut's character in Venus on the Half Shell. And there was one planet they were on where the relatives got to um, take over the body one day, and they had to take turns one day. It's like one relative one day, and then another one another got to run the body, and it was insane. Because here they were, otherwise they were immaterial all the time, and they only had this one opportunity every like 1,000 years to use the body, so they fucked the bodies up real bad. But anyway, um, what was I going to talk about? Oh, I'm in a great mood because this is holiday time. Yes, I'm nuts. I'm fucking nuts, and I don't trust fucking normal people at all. One little fucking bit. You start talking normal shit, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and when I was young, I had to fight a lot, and I know how to do it real good. And yeah, I'm kind of tubby right now, but ask anybody in the porch. Ask Cecilia. I was just coming out on the dance floor. I popped her with my flute in her elbow, and she's like, "Oh." The Krav Maga is nasty shit, especially someone holding a stick. I do some awful shit with a stick. I don't like using my hands if I have, because I hurt myself. That's what This got that way. This here was from punching a wall instead of four people's faces that were pissing me off. And this is from like escaping from a pit bull that my asshole neighbor kid, who stole my two of the pups from the last litter when they freaked out during a rainstorm. He grabbed me, wouldn't return them, even when the cops told him to. He's like, "Fuck him." And the asshole kid let his pit bull after it, and after me, and I was riding by on a bicycle, and I crashed into one of them gas pipeline. This was busted on a gas pipeline meter because some asshole Nazi kid in Del Valley, in fucking Timber Creek, let his dog after me, and I crashed into the pipeline. And I used to have to get any money other than my check. I had to go up on the corner at the intersection of 183 and 71, and play my flute. And what do I do with it? Where is it? Shit, it's not right here in front of me. And that always gets me upset because the thing's my like security blanket. It's my passport to anywhere I call it. Where the fuck is it? I don't want it because I think I want to play into the. I want to play into the camera a little bit tonight. This could be a long one. I don't know because I'm just this is my video diary. Yes, I say some crazy shit, but I haven't said anything actionable in a court of law yet, civil or criminal. So hey, Gary, Chicken Man, Herb Gardner, namaste, motherfucker. I hope it's in here. Otherwise, I'm going to be upset. Oh shit! Didn't make it back. Fuck. Oh gosh. Ah, shit. I think I may have lost it. Son of a bitch. I think I know where I lost it, but I think it's lost. Oh, shit. Great. Oh, no, it isn't. That's right. Old people moment. It was on the keyboard because I had it over there when I was lighting candles tonight. Yay. Yeah, I'm not senile yet. I'm a little buzzed. Hippie holiday, everybody. So, is everybody having a wonderful, wonderful holiday? Um, there's still some parties. There's like 5 events. Oh yeah, miss. Interesting conversation getting started on Bodie's wall. That's anybody, if anybody doesn't know that Bodhisattva, who is like a notorious fucking hippie gonzo from all the way back, his real name is J. Daniel Armstrong. I'm not sure who Joel Strickland is, but he's old school too, and he's got an alias he goes by. Tommy J. Wasserberg is Crazy Tommy Tudor. Jenny Kastner is Jenny Kastner, who's like the queen of the Jewish progressive left. She's been like Bernie. She's the female equivalent of Bernie. But she's always been a street organizer. She never ran for office that I know of. She's an educator. And she's been boots on the ground from the time she's a kid, which was like in the 50s. And still at it. So Bodie posted a meme that said, maybe this is what the Mayans predicted. Not an asteroid or a solar flare, but the end of what we are. We no longer cherish life or the other people, or even the earth or the animals or the resources put on it. War, genocide, abuse, senseless mass murder, animal cruelty, gluttony, greed, waste, and lust. Look around you. The end of the world is already here. Yeah, look at, no, it's not. It's like, let's start with lust and work our way back. Here's Christy Gretzkowski, who is a transgender sex worker. I don't know, I don't know, I don't want to describe it past that. Other than that, she's like a huge advocate for mandatory testing of people engaged in unsafe sex practices. And it's like, okay, now, prostitution is the oldest profession in the world. And it's not going to go away. This is what Abraham Lincoln was saying when he said that we can't legislate morality. It's not going to eliminate the demand. You just have to make it so that the people who engage in that stuff don't impact everybody else. Same with the guns. Don't want to take them away. Just want to make sure they know how to use them right and won't use them in the wrong places. Okay, well, and lust, to continue on more, because there's other people talking along these lines. I think Michelle Norsworthy. I haven't logged her, and I forget it, baby. Michelle Lau. I feel like I'm like that's my speech impediment to try and say your name. But so you're Michelle, and actually I wanted to ask her, ask you if you want to, if you're okay with just Mish instead of all the way out Michelle. So anyway, the laws, as long as I think it was her, I forget it was her, Christy. It was one or the other. It could have been someone else. Might have been Michelle Landsberg. No, I got so many friends and women friends. There's a Michelle who's one of the Navy veterans, who's a post-op, who's very vocal about, because she's Christian and transitioned within her family and kept it together. So she's very vocal about being um, people who treat sex like a spectator sport and do just any damn thing without any regard for anybody's sensibilities or the public health. End of rant on that. Um, Greed. It's it's okay, I guess, to be somewhat greedy and want to build a material body, um, more than have things. Things are nice to have, and you can do fun things with things, with your friends and family. Um, but we have to, um, like, be a little more equal in the way we share the stuff that was already here for free. And definitely drawing on the lines on the ground and saying this is mine, and that and fighting people over what you could do with that's just, we got to stop that stuff. Um, I don't, because it was white people who gave, and actually Jim Hicks. A lot of my rap uh, about my understanding of native teaching is going to come from Jim Hicks, who was a history professor, who was he's a mixed blood, I believe, Choctaw Nation, and Hicks is Scotch Irish, and they were in Memphis, and I think he was at George Washington University in St. Louis, and got run out during the Jim Crow years. Those last Jim Crow years between 1955 and 1965 was when Jim was teaching, and they ran him out because he was a nigger lover. Um, he's um, I'm not sure if he's trying to tell me to shut the fuck up or what he wants me to say right now. I'm not sure. His beautiful brother that just um, man, he had this nasty old car that he couldn't keep running properly because his work wouldn't sell to people that could pay him what it was worth, but couldn't pay it all at once. So he'd take payments on it, and they'd screw him on the payments just like they do the phone company. And I think he wants us to move on from Jim. But that's my main teacher of native stuff is and politics too. I mean, we had long talks about all sorts of this shit. The same crap that I'm spewing at you now. A lot of the rap come from Jim. And if you want to ask about Jim from anybody who had mutual friends with him that I know of, as Lisa Cotton Prell knows him pretty well and had some of the same long talks. That's Doug Prell Glass, I think .com now. I forget. They're real busy, and we don't talk that much too often. There's some of those old friend kind of people where when you're together, and it's like, as always. And we talk to each other when we want to. So, and this is a busy time of year for all of us. So anyway, moving right along, I'm at animal cruelty, factory farming, monoculture. This is all alien technology that these mutant spawn children of the reptilians are this is just the reptilians running the planet now. Is what's happening, and they're gonna all come straighten this shit out soon. You know, you know, I'll give a fuck if you believe anything of the ancient scripture or not, but that's the way it is. There's just like lots of different sentient species. This is an ancient world. This is the home world for many of these species. And wait till you meet the pig gods. So you might want to go brush up on your Douglas Adams in the next week or two, because this could happen any time now, any fucking time. My friend, had my Joanne Rackkeer. Does anybody JoanneRackear? I haven't looked for her recently, and she did get married, so she's not going by her maiden name anymore. She's got a master's degree in audiology from Hebrew University or something like that, or maybe even Technion, I forget. Um, and she could be living there, or she could be living here right now. And Joanne, she's walking home one night past that main gate that everybody usually goes into, the one that opens into the temple courtyard at the base of the mountain. Um, she There's a falafel stand that she used to like to eat at. That one afternoon she just got this feeling she needed to go home instead of stopping there. And sure enough, like right as she got home, the instead of being at the stand, it got blown up. And somewhere in there, in that time, she had a prophetic dream vision of what seemed to be like a major nuclear explosion or something on the Temple Mount. Um, and this was in the mid 70s that she told me about this, and she felt like the time that frame that it was going to happen was in the period around 2015, and we passed that now. Um, and my guides, no man, no person shall know the date and hour. And it'll happen in the blink of an eye. When they decide they're going to do it, they're there. They'll reveal themselves to us. It's an ancient planet. It's a stopover point. It's an oasis world for interstellar travelers, and anybody who says no to me right now, good luck on Mars. Okay, that's where it's at. Uh, Senseless mass murder, good luck on Mars. Genocide, abuse, good luck on Mars. Do it up there. It's over here. It's done here. This planet, this is the garden world. This is our home world. This is not going to be anything but that, ever. No matter what any human on this world thinks. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and all that dwell therein. And maybe I ought to go find the rest of that and read it. And let's talk about that a little bit. It's Seattle shit. How can we sell you the land? We belong to the land. The land doesn't belong to us. Okay, whose are we going to use? The Bible Gateway? King James Version? Forget it. Oh, let's read it from the King James Version, because these guys are the most perverted. Okay? Um, the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. For he hath founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Beanie used to do this one, waving his arms around right here, and he'd hit the button to raise the ark with his knee. I'm sorry, Louis. I didn't mean that. I really need to clean the Beanie out. He's Dr. Binstock or Louis. The kids called him Beanie, and who knows what adults called him Beanie that he didn't like, but he don't like that. Okay, so he's either Louis or Dr. Binstock. So anyway, backing up. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? He that hath clean hands and a pure heart, who hath not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. He shall receive the blessing from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O Jacob, Selah. And Jacob was God, Israel is God in us. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lift up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. So who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts. He is the King of glory, Selah. And on that day, the Lord will be one, and his name will be one. And I don't know what he's going to have us call him this time around. He's funny that way. I call him the God with too many names. L'chaim. Can't drink the oil. Leave it in the soil. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hamayim. Next. So where was I? Well, we're here with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 tabs open. We can close the Bible Gateway, and we'll leave the Google open. What's this? This is, oh, yeah. We'll wait for that for a minute. This is I should read this. The asshole needs this, like, here's the legacy of Barack Obama is going to be that he's just as full of shit, lying sack of shit for the corporations as any other president that ever was, black or white. He's fucking bullshit, industrial fascism. I don't give a fuck what you want to call, what you think this is capitalism or democracy or any other shit. It's a Judeo-Christian imperialist oligarchy, an industrial fascist, total fucking society. So here is let me just. I got this. This is the official White House transcript. Excuse me, Barry Obama, you're about to retire, pal. Right into the social networks. Oh boy. I won't have to refer to him as Mr. President anymore. I can call him a Stepin Fetchit for the corporations. He's a really good script reader, but boy, he's not a very good improviser. He needs his script. Hello, Dakota Nation. Hello, Dakota Nation. Chairman Archambault, tribal leaders, people of Standing Rock, people of Indian country. Michelle and I are honored to be in this sacred and beautiful place that we're about to let Kelsey Grammer drive a pipeline through. It's easy to see why it's called God's country. And because I'm among friends, I'm going to try something in Lakota. And I knew better to stop. Oh, Mitakiwipi. Anyway, because but I can't guarantee it's going to come out perfect. Oh, Mitakiwipi. Watch they collage. And pause. I'm going to practice. I'm going to be even better next time. He's real good at the, something we all noticed right away. If he talks to the ghetto, he sounds ghetto. If he's talking to an upscale crowd, he sounds upscale. If he's talking to fucking trade unions, he sounds like a good old boy in a garage. An audience member, we love you, Obama. I love you back. I want to thank Governor Jack Down. Oh, I really can't do him. I haven't. To be honest, I hardly ever listen to anything he says. I tune it right out. Obama's talking. Here comes some bullshit. So the president, I love you back. I want to thank Governor Jack Dale. I can't do Obama at all. I don't even want to try. These people are bullshit. These people are just total. They're servants to corporate monarchs. They're just tools, puppets. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. Just like the wrong people end up in control because the people that we want leading us don't kill. So people that are okay with killing end up in control. So anyway, Senator Heidi, here's fuck, I can't do this speech. I'll just get too weird. Let me just get to the part that like is really pertinent. This is all just blah 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 blah. When I was first running for president, this is fluffing, this is grooming the crowd, getting them ready for the real bullshit. This is opening them up to swallow a big fucking hunk of crap. When I was first running for president, I had the honor of visiting the Crow Nation in Montana, and today I'm proud to be making my first trip to Indian country as president of the United States. Yes, this is the load of crap right here. This is a big old turd that he just stuffed down everybody's throat. They just ate it up. A giant fucking turd here. Uh, I know that throughout history, the United States often didn't give the nation-to-nation relationship the respect that it deserved, as in they never honored a treaty that was ever written. So I promised when I ran to be the president who changed that, a president who honors our sacred trust. I don't know how he sat through that shit. I can't. I mean, they were streaming it live into the fucking Situation Room. Excuse me. And I don't know how anybody who is a human could sit through watching that shit and having the power to just pick up a phone and make it end. Oh, excuse me for getting chimping out. Yes, I'm fucking nuts. You better believe I'm nuts. I've had really good training at it. Go watch some Swami X videos. You'll understand. LSD made me this way. Fortunately, without LSD, I'd have killed somebody. LSD and marijuana, and really not LSD so much as mushroom. Well, no, the LSD. But that's not good to do very often. I like once the LSD like tunes you up. I recommend going back to the organics like peyote or mushroom. I really don't even like that. Something from that's from kava and yohimbe are nice. So lots of herbs. Valerian stuff like that. Or go take your blue and red pill, your red, white, and blue pills, little purple things and stuff. I don't care. So anyway, back to Obama's turd. This is the turd that Obama will float into the future on. Is his speech at Cannonball. I know that throughout history, the United States often didn't give nation-to-nation relationship the respect that it deserved. So I promised when I ran to be a president who changed that. A president who honors our sacred trust and who respects your sovereignty and upholds treaty obligations and who works with you in the spirit of true partnership and mutual respect to give our children a hosing from giant cans of pepper spray. I'm sorry, the future that they deserve. Man, where did those fucking giant cans of pepper spray come from anyway? You look at the military suppliers are only half-liter bottles. Those things are like fire extinguishers. So anyway, I mean, what were they? What are those things for anyway? I'd be expecting like hordes standing them down and disobeying their orders and like standing there praying and forcing them to open up with the cannons. You don't want to go there, America. And America knows it. Most Americans know it. Just at some point, the leadership of America. We'll see what the Cheeto does. I'm never gonna get through this thing because there was some really serious shit that. Oh Jesus! Yes. Oh my God, Jesus! I gotta get a grip and read this thing straight through without any fucking around. This. I'm telling you, this is the biggest fucking turd of his administration. This is pure fucking shit. So okay, I got through the first paragraph a couple of times, didn't I? Enough. Let's go to the next one. And today, I'm proud that the government-to-government relationship between Washington and tribal nations is stronger than ever. Well, yeah, but those are apples. And the orange is coming in. Shut up, Todd. Just read the fucking script. I've been blacklisted by Hollywood since I was too cute on Romper Room talking about my grandmother's custom bra. 4 years old. Oh, oh shit. uh, I'm sorry. It's his decision to be jolly. Don we now our gay apparel. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Bruce, I love your complex. Shut up. Shut up, Bates. That's my friend Harold being rude. He's provoking me. I need a safe space. Uh-oh. Yes, the voices in my head are getting access. I'm a radio here. See, Dick, people are thinking about me, and I received the thought, and my heart says, no, get rid of that. Go that way. only, only good die young, man. only the really truly good ones can even get past my heart. Right here, if you press this button looking for my brain, you ain't getting there if I don't like you. That's the way I work. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, I didn't get through this at all. I lost it. I'm sorry. Today, I'm proud that the government-to-government relationship between Washington and tribal nations is stronger than ever. Sally Jewell has been doing great work. Her predecessor, Ken Salazar, did great work to make sure that we were listening to you. And as head of our new Council on Native American Affairs, she makes sure that the federal government and tribal governments are coordinating with each other at all times. And Kevin Washburn, my Assistant Secretary of the Interior for Indian Affairs, and a member of the Chickasaw Nation here as well. Well, hey, just, let's try to make a coherent comment here. What about that town right across the border in Nebraska that has no, government, and all it is a bunch of liquor stores right outside the res, Pine Ridge. What the fuck? So, you see, my administration is determined to part with tribes, but which tribes and which members of that tribe? Are the medicine chiefs being attended to? Are the hereditary chiefs being and the grandmothers and stuff? Are you guys listening to them, or are you listening to the movers and shakers that the suits, the suits and the textbook Indians? Or are you listening to the real ones? That's my question. Most of the real ones I know have to struggle to be heard. You see, my administration is determined to partner with tribes. And it's not something that just happens once in a while. It takes place every day on just about every issue that touches your lives. And that's what real nation-to-nation partnerships look like. Well, how's the housing and food and power, energy, and stuff on the res, and employment, unemployment rate, addiction rates, excuse me, didn't do jack shit. No, all you did was build more casinos and pipelines and shit. Yeah, like I said, we've made major investments to help grow tribal economies. Oh no, wait a minute, we got to back up. Here's more bullshit. I mean, this is a big turd. He fed them just a giant fucking turd that day. Big old fucking turd. This is one of them turds. This is total bullshit. This is nothing but bullshit he gave them, and they just ate it up. I mean, I think I need to find the tape of it. I mean, it's just really, good Lord, you people bought that, just ate it up. Just they believed him. He's he says, you see, my administration is determined to partner with tribes. And it's not something that just happens once in a while. It takes place every day on just about every issue that touches your lives. And that's what real nation-to-nation partnership looks like. We've responded and resolved long-standing disputes. George Keepseagle is here today. Oh, I don't even know what that one's about. A few years ago, my administration reached a historic settlement with George and other American Indian farmers and ranchers. And I also signed into law the historic Cobell settlement, leading to the land buyback program, a $1.9 billion fund to consolidate individual Indian lands and restore them to tribal trust lands. That's a that's something I did see and learn about with some of the native people I spoke with, where they're talking about the city Indians are able to succeed enough in recent years to be able to be purchasing back a lot of their old traditional lands all over the place. And you know, there's a lot of nations that don't really have recognition on the federal level. Mainly the ones that got the most recognition are the ones that the feds had to, like, cage and put them on the reservations to get so that the rest of the Americans could, like, spread out. they had to lock them all up, those kind of guys. But there's ones that didn't fight, that just, okay, cool, and stayed out of the way and didn't cause trouble. And especially like in the Northwest, California, on the Pacific Coast. There's a whole mess of nations out there, and there's some on the East Coast, like for instance in Delmarva, there wasn't a shot fired there, ever, from what I understand. Closest ever came was when they I don't know who the nations were out in there, but they kind of come to an agreement. Like, the southern New Jersey, and the Chesapeake Bay, the estuaries. Most of the nations there come to some agreement, and didn't, like, get extincted like the ones did. There's a lot of people wiped out. A lot of them on the East Coast did too. I don't know. I haven't studied the history enough to be able to speak off the cuff accurately, so I should just shut up about that. We've made this is where I'm, like, calling bullshit. We made major investments to help grow tribal economies. Investments in job training in tribal colleges, roads and high-speed internet, energy, including renewable energy. Yeah, how much? Maybe 5%. Otherwise, it's fucking pipelines and big holes in the ground that make dirty mess out of the fucking water supply. And thanks to the Affordable Care Act, Native Americans, like all Americans, finally have access to quality, affordable health care. Yay, whoopee. But I realize that powwow isn't just about celebrating the past. It's also about looking to the future. What were you doing on October 27th, was it? You, Mr. Lame Duck? Chief Lame Duck? Good old Chief Walking Eagle. It's about keeping sacred traditions alive for the next generation, for these beautiful children. Yeah, so that's why you let them get pepper sprayed while they're playing in the river. So here today, I want to focus on the work that lies ahead. And I think we can follow the lead of Standing Rock's most famous resident, Chief Sitting Bull. And one of his great-grandchildren was there. One of his great-granddaughter. She has some interesting things to say about. I got to go find her. It's on my wall somewhere. I shared it. I remember sharing it. He said, let's put our minds together to see what we can build for our children. Well, there's a whole mess of kids got PTSD now out there in Standing Rock. So let's put our minds together to build more economic opportunity in Indian country, because every American, including every Native American, deserves a chance to work hard and get ahead. Everybody. Applause, applause, applause. That means creating more jobs and supporting small businesses in places like Standing Rock, because young people should be able to live and work and raise a family right here in the land of your fathers and mothers. Let's put our minds together to advance justice. Well, at least they weren't able to prosecute anything. I did, what's her name, Red Fawn? The one they're charging with the weapons charge. Did they dismiss all of that? I don't think so. Because like every American, and they didn't charge the guy running around the native camp with an AR-15 at all. Nothing. No, it's not. Ah, well, forget it. Because like every American, you deserve to be safe in your communities and treated equally under the law. Well, okay. My administration has gone further than any in history to strengthen the sovereignty of tribal courts, particularly when it comes to criminal sentencing and prosecuting people who commit violence against women. Standing Rock has done a terrific job at building a court system that's open and efficient and delivers justice to your people. So we want to support more tribes as they follow your lead and strengthen justice in our communities. And that includes protecting important rights like the right to vote, because every Native American deserves a voice in our democracy. Let me make sure, see if this is good. I think that was the main body of the turd. Is there more? Oh, yeah. Let's just on and on. More shit, more shit. That didn't happen. But I should read this whole pile of shit because he did work on his Lakota. And I can always use a good working on my Lakota too, because I don't have much, to be honest. I got very little. Like maybe about 4 words, 6 words. Where was it? Tribal courts? We got that. Okay, let's put our minds together to improve our schools because our children deserve a world-class education. Well, then what's that Common Core shit about? Boy, the teachers are rebelling bad. I know a lot of teachers in rebellion against that shit. And it prepares them for college and careers. That means returning control of Indian education to tribal nations. That would be nice. With additional resources and support so that you can direct your children's education and reform schools here in Indian country. And even as they prepare for a global economy, we want children like these wonderful young. We can't have a global economy unless all indigenous people are allowed stewardship of their own lands. They're given, what's the thing to design? It's all self-determination for the European Jews. Well, self-determination does not grant them the right to deny the rights and put the people who are indigenous to land into a cage so that they can occupy it. No, that's not gonna happen. The world's going to go up in flames if you try. It just does not stop immediately. I mean, this is what those basic instructions before leaving Earth had been saying over and over and over again in all sorts of chapters and verses. So even as we want children like these wonderful young children here learning about their language and learning about their culture, just like the boys and girls do at Lakota Language Nest here at Standing Rock, we want to make sure that continues and we build on that success. How about them Arabic kids in Hebron? Well, at least he abstained. That's his way of proving his moral mettle to his conscience, was abstaining. So all he did was that. This is just one giant turd log of how many turd logs that this guy's administration is leaving as a legacy. Someone asked, I forget who it was, asked if we had noticed the subtle fascism of the Obama administration, and this is part and parcel of it. We're gonna tell you what we're gonna do, and we'll stroke you a little bit about things you want to hear, and then go on to jam a pipeline up your ass. And if you don't like it, we're gonna send the military to put you down, and put it through anyway. They haven't quit drilling; they're still drilling. Kelsey Warren thinks he owns the Cheeto because he gave him $500,000 for his um, campaign. So let's put our minds together. Did we do this one? Yeah, we read this one. Before we came here, Michelle and I sat with an amazing group of young people. I love these young people. I only spent an hour with them. They feel like my own. And you should be proud of them because they've overcome a lot. Because they're strong and they're still standing and they're moving forward. And I got, to transgender kids and to the native kids. And to the rainbow kids that got to, the righteous dirty kids. Namaste, motherfuckers. You guys got it all wrong. You just got it all wrong. You're listening to the reptilian controllers. You gotta get up higher in your brain centers and hear what the real God's got to, what the nice God's got to say about it. You guys are listening to the wrong gods. You just you get a stimulus response. It's you live reflexively, and you don't use. You got nothing north of your medulla, man. Most of these stupid people. All you people with Dunning-Kruger syndrome. So you're just thinking. You're not thinking. You're just like, okay, I believe that, and act. And you're acting on lies, and it's making you stupid. That's what's happening. Let's back up to where I was. I need to learn to leave the mouse pointer on where I started ranting before I went rolling off on some wild tangent. Before we came here, Michelle and I sat with an amazing group of young people. I love these young people. I only spent an hour with them. Oh no, I read that. Oh yeah, I read that and went off the rails. They feel like my own, and you should be proud of them because they've overcome a lot. But they're strong and they're still standing and they're moving forward. And they're proud of their culture. But they talked about the challenges of living in two worlds and being both Native and American. Some bright young people like the ones we met today might look around and sometimes wonder if the United States really is thinking about them and caring about them and has a place for them too. And when we were talking, I said, Michelle and I know what it feels like sometimes to go through tough times. We grew up at times feeling like we were on the outside looking in. But thanks to family and friends, and teachers and coaches and neighbors that didn't give up on us, we didn't give up on ourselves. No applause there. Just like these young people are not giving up on themselves, and we want every young person in America to have the same chance that we had. That includes the boys and girls here in Indian country. There's no denying that for some Americans, the deck has been stacked against them, sometimes for generations. That's been the case for many Native Americans. But if we're working together, we can make things better. We've got a long way to go. But if we do our part, I believe that we can turn the corner. We can break old cycles. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until the Trump comes in. We can't give our children a better future. Yeah, and I'm retiring with my kids, and fuck you all. I know because I've talked to these young people. I know they can succeed. I know they'll be leaders, not just in Indian country, but across America. We've got to invest in them and believe in them and love them, and that starts from the White House all the way down here. I understand that the Lakota word for children, Wakanyeja, Wakanya, I don't know how to, Y-E-J-A, I don't know how to do that one. Comes from the word Wakan, and I haven't heard, I haven't been listening for it. Yes, I tuned it out when they started talking Lakota and wait for them to speak English. What can I say? I don't understand the shit. Comes from Wakan or sacred. Wakan is sacred. That's a good thing to know. I think Wakan is one of Bruce Lee's key eyes too. It's Wakan. And then there's Christopher Walken. I got to get me a cowbell. I think I have one somewhere. Maybe I sold it. I forget. Nothing's sacred unless you do it in grace. That's what. And yes, excuse me. I am nuts. Please. I am Heyoka. It's not my fault. I was born this way. That's what young people are. They're sacred. They're sacred to your families, and they're sacred to your tribe, and they're sacred to this nation. And every day that I have the honor of serving as your president, I will do everything I can to make sure that you see that our country has a place for everyone, including every single young person here, all across the Dakotas and all across America, and that you're getting the support and encouragement you need to go as far as your hard work and talent will take you. This is my commitment to you, to every young person here. I pull your pee-pee. This community has made extraordinary contributions to the United States. Yeah, he's just closing with more shit. Oh, well, hey, I don't even know what this means. Hecetuwelo, Hecetuwelo. Hecetuwelo. This community has made extraordinary contributions to the United States. Yeah, I was sitting both place. Just look at all these flags. So many Native American, the Crazy Horse too, wasn't it? You know where them all guys were from? Or I know Rosebud's Crow Dogs and Spotted Tail, but I think Crazy, that's all family out there. They're all related. Um, this community has made extraordinary contributions to the United States. Just look at these flags. So many Native Americans, and that wasn't shit compared to the flags that showed up that you didn't do anything about. That's just locals. Boy, those New Zealanders, them guys are. I gotta learn some of that. That's some cool shit. The haka. It's like I'm gonna do you. Anyway, um, yeah, this is just so much bullshit. This is his legacy. No, he just was. Oh my God, this thing's almost an hour long. Lenny Bruce and drag, that's me. Well, if you watched this much and you hated it, I'm glad. I'm really glad. If you fucking hated this whole thing, I'm fucking glad you watched it, you asshole. Namaste, motherfuckers. Nobody's got the nerve to comment on any of this, and I hardly ever even get any likes or dislikes, but I don't care. This is my shit, and this is for me, and me alone, and anybody who really loved me 1,000 years from now wanting to remember what happened. Thanks for watching. Happy day. Bye.